What's up, Internet? It's Zach with Wrecker Central. So we've had a handful of people ask us, why'd you guys change your tube design? You know, what's so good about the new design for the inner tube? So I wanted to shoot a little video today going over that with you guys on what we're doing different now with the tubes versus what we used to do. So a little disclaimer, if you have our old tubes, they're still fine, they're still strong, they're still great, they're going to work. There's no need to get new tubes or upgrade to the tubes that you have now. Everything is good. But I did want to touch on some of the newer stuff that we've got going on with the new tubes. So let's go ahead and dive right into that, and I'm going to go over with you guys what we have. Let's go. So this here is our old tube design. So this is kind of what we originally started out with, and it's worked really well for years, and so that's why we've kept it. What you've got here is you've got your bronze bushing. So the bushing is impregnated with oil. If you watched the shop update yesterday, I go a little bit into detail on that. But what happens is this bushing is impregnated with oil, so when it heats up from the friction of everything moving back and forth and side to side, the oil seeps out and it lubricates everything inside of here. Now we also put a Zerk fitting over here for you to lubricate, that lubricates everything in here. But on the off chance that you forget to do that, this has oil impregnated inside of it, therefore it allows you to move. So the way this gets set up is your head plates come over here and they sit there. We put one of our bushings through there, drop that 5.5 inch grade 8 bolt through there, and then we put this nut here on the bottom. And then as you're using it, and as this twists and rubs up against that bronze bushing, it allows it to, it heats it up with friction, and that oil comes out and it lubricates everything inside of there as your head is twisting back and forth. Then, as you guys well know, when the plates are on here, if there ever becomes any sort of slop or looseness in here, you basically just put an impact on there, an impact on here, or an air wrench or anything, and you tighten this bolt down here and it clamps back down on top of this and keeps everything tight, so that way you never have to worry about anything loosening up. So this is the way that we used to do it, and now I want to show you our upgrades. So this here is one of our new upgraded tubes. Now with this tube, what we've done is this plate that sits here that gets welded onto this 3x5 tube, this is now thicker inside of here, and we've used a thicker piece of steel to wrap inside of this before we weld it and grind it down. Now this particular one's not finished yet. It still needs some cleaning up on the outside and a hole drilled in here for a Zerk fitting, and obviously it needs the bushing put inside of it. But I wanted to leave the bushing out so you guys could take a look at it. I don't know if the camera can pick it up super well, but if you can see, this one already has grease leaking out of it. So what we do during the installation process is we actually put these in the freezer and we freeze them down to about 10 to 15 degrees, so they shrink up. At the molecular level, it shrinks everything up and makes it smaller, and it fits down inside of here, and then as it cools down and gets back to an ambient temperature, it will expand back out and then fit really snugly inside of here to make it basically impossible to get back out without destroying the bushing. So for those of you that have had or have seen our bushing replacements, we have a lifetime warranty on all our pins and bushings. To get these out, we actually have to destroy them out of the tube, and that's why we give you a brand new one when and if you ever need a replacement one. So this one's actually very oily and greasy. All the oil's starting to leak out of it, but it's the same concept. That goes there, down inside of there, and then these fit really snugly down inside, and that's what allows them to pivot. And then your head plates will clamp on over top of that. So that's how that works. And that's right there, that's the trick to our success. This is what makes our lifts so fantastic, is that we came up with the idea to use the bronze bushing, and other people since have duplicated it and tried copying it, doing their own thing, but we came up with the concept. It was our idea. So that's what makes our lifts great. You've got the bronze bushing put down inside of here, so you've got super thick steel on the top and the banding on the bottom. It also gives you more surface area and more stability for the head plate to ride on. So as it's swinging out, it's the same amount of surface area all the way around, as opposed to our old design that had the angles cut in it, so it eliminated some of the surface area whenever your head plate was at a different angle. So we wanted more clean surface area, and it makes it a lot stronger, thicker steel. Everything's great, so we shouldn't run into any issues. And that right there is the power of the bronze bushing.